Hey everybody, it's your girl Aura here. It's daytime here, so yeah. Really want to talk to you guys about numbers and synchronicities. So anyway, I hope everyone is doing great out there. I hope everyone is amazing. Hoping everyone got notifications, and if you didn't, no worries. I'm just going to start talking here in a minute. So no worries there, but I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about synchronicities and numbers and communication, especially when it comes to attracting things. So go ahead and put your comment in the chat. I will definitely acknowledge you as you guys are coming in. So no worries there. But I wanted to talk to you guys about numbers, synchronicities, that type of thing. So first things first, with numbers, if some of you guys are seeing like 111, 222, 333, and the fours, 444. Maybe some of you are seeing 555. It's kind of interesting how communication occurs. Hey, Lisa. It's good to see you too. But I wanted to definitely talk to you guys about that. So if a lot of you are seeing repeated numbers, right? Repeated numbers can definitely mean a lot of things. And then it just depends on what it is that you are trying to attract to yourself or bring into your life. So I want to talk to you guys about that. All right. So as you guys are coming in, make sure you give a shout out if you want to in the chat. Hey, Slinger. How are you? Make sure you give a shout out in the chat. And I'll be sure that I definitely acknowledge you guys because you guys are awesome. You guys are wonderful. But going back to synchronicities, right? So if you're seeing like, that's great, Slinger. If you're seeing a few things, if you're seeing the ones or the twos or the threes or the fours repeatedly, it's definitely some type of message. But I really do think that you should pay attention to how you feel when you're seeing these numbers. Are you feeling out of whack? Are you feeling a little bit down? Are you feeling as if you whatever it is that you're trying to manifest and bring into your physical reality, are you feeling a type of way right now? Currently, like I'm feeling especially while I'm talking right now, I'm feeling like the sensations that I usually feel when I'm like doing my mediumship stuff. Like I'm starting to feel like hot and flustered and stuff like that. So that's definitely totally important. So when you see some of these numbers, how do some of you feel? I mean, you can definitely put your comment in the section, but if you see specific numbers, definitely put that in there. So For me, I have been seeing repeatedly 333. And I've really been going through a process where I'm trying to figure out what type of career uh, career direction I would like to go into. Um, and I've been doing a lot of research on 333, and then the other number that I'm also seeing is 222. So those are the two that I'm really seeing a lot of. And I'm also noticing that with the 222 in my reality, that it also has to do with relationships. And I don't mean like on a romantic level, I really just mean like on a friendship level, or also, family level as well. So pay attention to how you're feeling when you're talking to people. How are you feeling when you are meeting somebody new? How are you feeling when you have maybe even past friends coming back and trying to reignite something? How do you feel when you talk to any of these people? Because a lot of that can definitely depend on why you're seeing these numbers as well. Also, pay attention to what you are wanting to attract. Are you wanting to attract actually a new love? Are you wanting to attract better friends? Are you wanting to kind of maybe even heal something between you and a family member? That is like, that is the main purpose for all of these numbers. So, how are you guys feeling when if you are seeing anything in general? So pay attention to that. All right, so I do want to go over actually some numbers. All right, I know I probably have posted a video about this before, but I kind of really just want to brush up on this a little bit more, maybe get into it. Hey, Black Cat, you always see 1, 2, 3, 4. That definitely has a lot of meaning into it. But I really want to get into 111. All right. So, especially with 111, this is about 111 is really related to new beginnings. Especially if you're looking for like a new job, or you're looking to kind of expand your horizons. This is definitely also relative to spiritual awakening. Maybe some of you are going through some type of spiritual awakening. I know also another number that I have been seeing a lot lately is 1111, which is definitely or can be in relation to 111. So I'm going to mix those two together. So if you are seeing any of this, this video is definitely for you. This live session is definitely for you. All right. So with 111, maybe you are trying to manifest something. Maybe you are trying to manifest a new job, a new relationship. This is definitely kind of like it's kind of like communication being brought back to you. It's kind of like a sign like, hey, you're beginning to be in alignment. But it's also not about just seeing these numbers. What are you seeing around you? Are you trying to go through some type of spiritual awakening? Are you trying to expand your psychic abilities? Are you trying to bring in a new job? Are you trying to move? Are you trying to be enlightened a little bit? All right. Because 111 is definitely an association with that. So pay attention to what's happening around you when you see this number, not just seeing the number itself, because it's definitely a response to how or kind of like how you are feeling. Because a lot of times when we are talking and speaking about things, they can exist around us. They can definitely exist around us because we couldn't speak all of these things into our existence, right? So 111 is definitely relative to awakening, spiritual awakening, definitely expanding, but it's also the sign that your new beginning that you are looking for is on the horizon. All you got to do is just receive. That's literally all you have to do, is get into that receive mode. And how do you do that? How do you get into that receiving mode? Believe in it. Literally, that's all you have to do, is believe in it. Believe that it is going to happen. Believe, because when we need evidence that when we need evidence that how do I say this? When we need evidence, hey Bubsy, when we need evidence that that we have to physically hold it, we have to physically touch it. That is when that is when a lot of times we can get confused, we can get mixed up, we can get into all sorts of things. So if you need to touch it before you can actually believe that you can have it, then you got a problem. You just got a little bit of a problem, okay? So I'm going to talk about that here in a second. I'm going to talk about 1111 right now. And that goes the same with 1111, okay? 1111 is a very powerful number. It is about being in alignment with who you truly are. It is about being receptive to anything. It is also about communication coming back to you as you're attracting things into your life, as you're becoming more aware of yourself. It is about not just making a wish, Black Cat. Definitely make a wish, make those dreams come true, but it is also about being who you truly are in that moment and believing in it before it becomes here, before you can see it, taste it, touch it. You're feeling it. You're feeling that what it is, what you truly desire before it comes into your reality. And a lot of times people say, well, maybe, it's a loved one, or maybe it's someone who's passed on that's trying to communicate with me. You know what? If you're feeling that way, absolutely. It definitely could be a passed on loved one that is trying to communicate with you in some way, shape, or form to let you know, like, give you a pat on the back. Absolutely. All right. So, another one I really want to talk to you about is 222. Okay. 222 is definitely in the same sense along the lines of manifestation and communication coming back to you for something. Okay. Let's just say that you were, of course, thinking about somebody. Okay. These things don't just randomly happen. These things don't just appear out of nowhere. These things don't just fall out of the sky. Okay. I just want to let you guys know that if you are seeing repeated numbers, just don't for 1 second think too much about it or think that you're crazy or whatever it is that you're feeling, and that, like, where you feel like you could be wrong and on all that. So with 222, definitely having to do with relationships, partnerships, friendships, even, and definitely relatives, family members, right? Let's just say, you were thinking about somebody and all of a sudden you look at your clock and then it says 222. All right. That's definitely a synchronicity, but pay attention to what's happening around you. Are there couples around you? Are people holding hands? Are, were you wanting to meet a partner or a soulmate, even somebody who is in alignment with who you are, right? And when I say someone who's in alignment with who you are, I mean, you understand that you can attract whoever it is you want. You can definitely attract somebody who matches who you truly are, right? And that's not just with partnerships, relationships, soulmates, twin flames. That's definitely something that is very powerful. But it's with friendships. It is with coworkers. So a lot of times we trying to think how to word this. We attract specific people into our lives. And it's not to say that we are a good person or a bad person. It is because we are in alignment with that at that particular time. We're in alignment with how we are feeling at that particular moment. So it is not what that person is doing to you where you sit there and you say, why is this person doing this to me? No, it is what you are doing to you that is bringing that person into your life. It is what you are doing to you. And when I say that, I mean, like, how do I word this? When we are wanting specific people in our life and they finally come in and they finally treat us specifically, but if we're not treating ourselves so well, specific people will come in, other types of people will come into our lives and they will treat us how we are treating us when I say stuff like that. So when I say what you are doing to you, that's really what I mean along those lines is how are you treating yourself? How are you taking care of yourself? How are you, basically treating yourself at that particular moment? Because that is when those types of relationships kind of come in, and it's soulmates, karmic partners, all that stuff definitely comes in a line together. So with 222, it is basically like the universe, angels, spirit guides, whoever it is that you think or believe at that particular moment can come into your life. So if you're walking out, hanging out, if you're just out and about and you're not really paying attention, and then all of a sudden you see 222 or maybe 222 at the grocery store, or you went and bought a bag of candy and the cost of it was 222, and then you were just thinking somebody in your head, then that means that you are becoming in alignment with maybe communicating with this person, or this person being in alignment with you, being in alignment with who you really are, if that kind of makes sense. So I definitely believe that 222 is in coordinates with relationships, maybe even soulmates, possibly even twin flames. Okay. So, I really want to talk to you also about 333. Okay. 333 really comes to me when you are not just being in alignment with who you are. And I know I say that a lot, but this really stems from, I feel like this really stems from relationships. What are the three things that we desire in our life, right? The perfect job, the perfect house, the perfect relationship, right? So, I mean, with 333, those are three things that every person desires: having the perfect home, coming home and you have everything in place. You have materialistic things in your home. You have a beautiful TV. You have this, but really it's not, it's not so much about that. It is about getting there. It is about the ride, getting there, right? So with 333, I know I got a little bit sidetracked. With 333, really what I want to tell you guys is it is so much about being, or gotta think about this for a second. Hold on. 333 is really about all of those things coming into balance. You becoming into balance with who you are. You kind of basically being able to attract whatever it is you want when you want it, kind of all that. But even with different numbers showing you things or kind of responding to what you want to bring into your life, I really 333 is kind of like being in balance. Like that is the number one thing that really comes to mind right now, especially with 333. But and is also, I also feel like 333 is relevant to jobs, career. I also, with 333, it is also, I really want to say that this has something to do with even love too. Um, it is about our lives kind of really coming together. Because there's three things that every person kind of desires. And I know I keep going back to that, but 333 is all about being in balance. It is a response. It is a response back to you desiring something specific. All right. But it is basically about being in balance. 333 also has to do with spiritual journey. 333 is definitely somebody who also is capable of manifesting lots of things into their life. You have definitely managed to manifest a lot of things into your life, and you are very much capable of doing that. So if you see 333 and you're wondering about some type of career path, if you're wondering about where you should be, what you should be doing, it is definitely a sign for you that you should know that whatever it is, or wherever you are currently, you are on the right path to where you need to be. That's all you need to know. That is all you need to know. All right. So now I really want to talk to you too about 444. If any of you are seeing that at all, 444, okay? This is actually kind of like a recap because I know I did a video a little while back, but I really want to go over a lot of these numbers because if some of you are seeing these and maybe some of you kind of are a little bit lost or what's happening here, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. Definitely open to sharing. So 444, all right. Maybe some of you are really interested in buying a new home or kind of wondering where. Also, another thing is they just told me to say you want to relocate somewhere or you're kind of trying to figure out where you want to live specifically. 444 is definitely all about the home. It is all about communicating not just from within to spirit, but it is also connecting with source and also connecting with yourself to understand that where you want to live, where you want to go, where you want to be at. 444 is the universe's responses back to you. Hey, is this what you want? Great. You can have it. Great. Let's do this. That's literally what that means. So, and that's literally what all of these repeating numbers mean. It is the response back, like, hey, it's on its way. Hey, like, don't give up. Like, hey, here it is. It's coming. It's coming. Like, it's coming for you. Don't worry about it. That's really what all of this means. But most of these numbers mean something different every single time you see them, okay? So I really want you guys to understand that. All right. So with 444, we're all about the home. We're all about manifesting the perfect home. Maybe you see yourself living somewhere else. Maybe you see yourself or would like to buy a home or would like to move somewhere, or there's some type of location. Maybe you are looking at your computer or looking online at different places, and the address to the place is 444, or maybe it's on 4th Avenue, or maybe you look at a place and the time is 444. So all of these things can definitely mean something, okay? So it basically just means It is home life. It is relative to home. It is relative to being in a good home, I guess. Not I guess, I know. So not to, yes, I'm truly grateful. Okay. But yes, 444 is all about the home. It is all about moving somewhere, being home life is what that means. So next one I want to talk about, 555. So I haven't seen this number in quite a bit, actually. I have not seen this number lately at all. But 555, it is all about changes coming up for you. So, and I think, how do I say this? So with 555, it is, or could be associated with 444. So like if you are getting ready to move, you might see 444 and then you might see 555, which means that you have changes coming up for you. So sometimes you could see one repeating number and then you could see another repeating number after. It's kind of, it can kind of hit you like that. But it also depends on how receptive you are. So if you're paying like too much closely to repeating numbers, it can kind of get a little bit obsessive. But if you're just like allowing things to happen and you're not trying to control so much, that's when you could see some of these numbers, and it's kind of just like letting go and saying, hey, these changes are happening. So with 555, it is all about changes coming up for you. Change in career, change in job, perhaps maybe even a relationship coming up for you. 555 is definitely, I want to say a little bit closely related with relationships, but it is definitely something that you should open yourself up to if that is what you are desiring. Like I was saying, pay attention to what you are desiring, pay attention to what you are wanting, what you are striving for, because a lot of times we get so wrapped up in some of these types of things that we forget. Okay, we forget what path we are on. So with 555 is definitely an association with changes coming up for you. Maybe you put in an application and you still haven't heard anything back yet. Maybe you're wanting to go back to school and you don't know if you got into that school yet, or you have no idea what the outcome is going to be. So this is also the universe's response back to you saying, hey, it's okay. It's okay. Like everything is working out just as it should. And that's really what all of these numbers mean. Hey, Tana. I think that's how I say your name. I hope I said it properly. If I didn't, tell me and I'll say it differently. But absolutely 555 is an association with changes coming up for you. So I kind of wanted to talk about it a little bit more, but I might circle back to that one. All right. So another one, I'm going to skip over 666 just because not that I don't have anything to say about it, but it is really in association with unconditional love, but I kind of want to skip over that one. So 777. I know my email is 777. Great. I'm so happy I didn't say it wrong. So 777, okay? 777. What can I say about it? It is about luck. It is about spiritual journey. Hey, corrupt. Wait, care Caro? Is that how you say it? Um 777 is about spiritual journey. It is about luck. It is about awakenings. It is about being on a spiritual path. So if you are seeing that number, just know that you are on some type of spiritual journey. You are definitely lucky. Okay. Um, Maybe some type of luck is going to come in for you. Maybe some type of maybe something that you have been wondering about, and going back to the application, or maybe you're wanting some income to come into you, or you're wondering about, maybe you need some money. Maybe you put in for some money and you're wondering if it's coming in for you. Absolutely. So if you are seeing 777 a lot lately, pay attention, because it really does have a deep meaning, especially if you're very spiritual, or if you are into or have some type of psychic ability. It is definitely in relation to psychic ability. Absolutely, absolutely. You could carry with you some psychic ability or have some deep, deep intuition. Okay. Um, but 777 is all about luck. It means your luck is about to change. It means things are definitely changing for you. That is really what it means. Sorry guys. I think I have some spammers in here. Hold on a minute. All right. So, all right. So then another number I really want to talk to you about. 888. Okay. I have a very close friend. She actually lives she actually lives 3 hours behind me, on the other side of the country. And I talk to her all the time, but um she was seeing 888 a lot. Okay. And she's in the healthcare system. She had a healthcare job, and there was a specific job that she really, really wanted and desired. And a lot of times when she would call me, she would call me while she was driving, and she'd be like, um, "Hey, Janet." She would call me up and she would tell me, "Hey, Aura, I just saw 888." And I said, "Oh, really?" She's like, "Maybe that's for you." And I'm like, "Nope, that's definitely for you." So she was seeing 888, and I want to say it maybe even a day or so later, she got a call, and this job, this really, really great high paying job, calls her up and says, "Hey, we want you. We have an opening. When can you start?" And she just quit her job right on the spot, and she started a great paying job. So when I tell you that these numbers mean something, it really does mean something. Okay. But 888 is definitely in relation to financial stability. I also want to say, 888 is relation to finance, not just financial stability, but it is a great paying job. Um, Financially stable, but also financially abundant. Really kind of manifesting and attracting a job that I feel like has its benefits, and um, definitely is a great paying job. So if you are seeing 888, just know that it has everything to do with financial, um, perhaps you are wanting another career, or you put in for an application. If you are seeing 888 and put in an application, guess what? You're going to get that job. Okay. A job, right? But it is also about financial abundance. Okay. Never I don't want to say never having to worry about money again, but if you're seeing 888 almost on a daily, obviously, you are attracting that to you. Okay. But 888 is financial stability, financial abundance. That is what that particularly means. But last but not least, 999. Okay. Maybe some of you are seeing 3 9s, or maybe you're seeing 4 9s, like 9999. Okay. This is definitely an association with endings. Okay. With endings, that means there's new beginnings. So if you are seeing 999 and then all of a sudden you see 111, that means you just ended some type of cycle. You ended, maybe you just ended, or maybe you're coming to some type of close, or you're leaving a particular you're leaving a chapter of your life. You're starting some type of new chapter, right? So if you're seeing 999 and then all of a sudden you see 111, 1111, you got something big coming. Okay. You definitely have something big coming. Okay. Just know that. Maybe even maybe you left a relationship, or are wanting to find true love. Okay. Believe it or not, that this is some type of sign that you are attracting something new into your life. You are some type of cycle in your life is about to come to a close. Maybe maybe you are attracting the wrong type of people in your life, right? Maybe you are attracting people that are not offering you a really great relationship, and you want to attract something else. 999. And if you're seeing 999, that means you are done attracting that and you are moving on to something else. You are going to be attracting something else into your life. You are ending that cycle, if that kind of makes sense. But it is in association with ending cycles and new cycles beginning. There is no end. Just understand that there is no end. You are always attracting something. You are always bringing something into you. And it is never at your worst interest. It is always at your best interest. Okay. There is nothing ever ending, right? Thanks, Tana. Thank you. I try to explain everything. But there is no ending in attracting anything. You are always gravitating towards something. I always, the way I always think about it is maneuvering, right? We're traveling on the road, right? And we have to get to our destination, right? So if we're on the road and we're driving through a storm, all of a sudden a tree falls over and lands right in the middle of the road. Are you gonna drive your car right over the tree? You're gonna ruin your car, right? But you're gonna drive right around it because you got to maneuver around it. So whenever these things come at you, never think that it is some type of blockage. Just understand that everything and anything is always working out for you. That is the whole key, because there is never no ending to anything. There is always receiving. There's always receiving of something. So just pay attention to what you are thinking, pay attention to how you are feeling, especially when you're seeing all these numbers, because I wrote everything down, but when you're seeing all these numbers, pay attention to how you are feeling, particularly when you're seeing them. Are you feeling bad? Are you feeling sad? Are you feeling some type of way? Because a lot of times we are feeling a type of way, but at the same time we are still desiring something, but that doesn't mean that it's not coming. So when you are feeling sad because these things aren't coming into your reality, just know, or people are trying to communicate with you and you're feeling bad, all you got to do is say, hey, I'm not feeling great right now, but I'm going to start thinking some thoughts and I'm going to put myself back into alignment so that I can attract what I want, right? So there you have it. But I really wanted to kind of talk to you guys about those numbers. So yeah. I know that was a lot to take in. That was a lot to take in, and I very much, if you guys need me to explain some of these numbers at any point in time, or do a video or do a live session, definitely open to it. So I hope that this kind of helped some of you who maybe even needed to hear this right now, or are seeing some repeating numbers. Black Cat, please talk about 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my goodness. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh boy. Okay, so I don't have a lot of resonance with that number particularly, but would you like to talk about it? Because if you're seeing that particular number and you haven't looked it up yet, well, actually, you know what? Let's look it up. Let's look this number up, because to be honest, so let's see. So it says it's a number that symbolizes luck in any new thing we try or set out to do. So if you are setting out to do something or meet somebody, well, think about it this way. So I can kind of tell you what it means, and I'm sure you can put two and two together. So let's just say, I'll give you an example. Let's just say we are wanting to, I want to take a trip to the Bahamas. I want to take a trip to the Bahamas. Okay. Right. So we've already asked for it. We've already put it out to the universe. We've already said, hey, this is really what I want. And 1, 2, 3, 4 comes up. Okay. And then all of a sudden your friend, maybe you have a friend named Tony that picks up the phone and calls you and says, hey, and just starts catching up with you. And then all of a sudden they start talking about a past trip that they took, right? So maybe they took a trip somewhere and they say, hey, I have a great agent that could definitely help you out. So a lot of times, sometimes these numbers really mean something. So think of it kind of that way. But if you really want to get into specifics, it really it says that it symbolizes luck, which I feel like can also be in relevance to 777, because 777 is definitely all about luck and receiving some type of luck, abundance luck for sure. But 1, 2, 3, 4 is relative to being in luck over something. So if you're wanting to attract something specific, pay, and you see that number 2, definitely pay attention to what's happening around you. Tana, so when you say stuff like, please let it be good, when I say, with these numbers and stuff, There's nothing bad about any of it. There is always receiving when I say stuff like that. So don't pay attention so much to, oh my God, it's a horrible thing. It means this is going to happen to me. Okay. If you're throwing that type of vibration out, it's gonna hit right back at you. Because where focus grows, energy flows. And I learned that from Master Series. So shout out to him if he sees my video, that would be cool. But he's always said that. I don't know if any of you have pay attention or watch any of his videos, but he has some really good stuff. But really, bringing that back. So Black Cat with that smile face, I hope I answered your question. So yeah. But if you guys don't have anything else for me, I was going to wrap it up there. I do have some video premieres coming out. I'm actually going to be premiering a video for Summer Wells on her disappearance, because I did get another request to do Summer, which I do not mind recapping and redoing that video, or redoing a video. Absolutely. So if your focus is to be in more positive, then you're gonna you're gonna put more on that. More of that is going to come your way. So make sure you are understanding that these numbers is it is a reflection back to your vibration. That's what that basically is. Oh, no worries, Black Cat. Sometimes it's worded weird. No worries. So yeah, you guys, I do have another video coming out regarding Summer Wells' disappearance. And I was going to kind of not refresh, but go over that a little bit more. And also still have more missing persons requests. And I'm almost caught up now. I have a few more left, and then I'll be caught up. So absolutely, Black Cat, positive thoughts bring positive results. But if none of you have anything for me, I am going to wrap it up there. Make sure you keep your eyes peeled for your video, because I'm definitely catching up and playing catch up. But I love you guys. I will see you guys next time, probably here soon. But definitely keep your eyes peeled for more videos. And if you have a missing persons request, or if you do have an active, like a hot case right now, cold case, hot case, I'll take either. And I'll add it to my list. But I love you guys. I will see you guys next time. You guys are great. I want everyone to stay safe out there. Take care. Love and light to you guys. Okay. Bye for now.